guys who are good to us and guys who succeed on Sundays. It's a win-win for everyone. And speaking of guys who just win, our second guest, Pavan Lakhat, a guy who literally has probably won more Madden games in the past month than I have in my entire life. I teased him at the top of the show, literally, and I don't even mean this to be facetious. This is not me trying to put on. He is, if my math is correct and my sources, my esports sources are correct, he is the number 4 Madden player on this earth. Not number 6, not number 10. He is number 4 with a chance to move up those rankings. And he does it all representing the silver and black. And this is one thing I love about our show. We have very few rules. Very, very few. We're not constrained by, we're the football guys, we're the X's and O's guys, we're the screamer guys. No. We can do it all. As long as we can somehow tie it back to the silver and black, you're welcome aboard this party. So, Pavan is 100% aboard this party, and we appreciate him carving out some time on a very busy time of the year for him as he gets ready for this next huge monumental tournament for him in his young life. So, without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the sultry tones of our new pal, Pavan Lakhat. And man, we are really excited to welcome in our next guest, a long time coming, a guy that we've wanted to get into the mix, and the scheduling gods finally allowed it. Our man, Pavan Lakhat, our 4-time Raiders Club Series champion on Madden. And Pavan, man, you're coming off a big W yesterday, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really great. The timing could not be better. Happy to be on this call with you, and, just very proud and very happy right now. The spirits are high, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
So what's next? I know that we got the 4X champ now. So is there like as admittedly someone who plays Madden very recreationally, like with my buddies, and doesn't do it very well, and I know I'm talking to a guy who is literally, I've been told you are one of the top 5 Madden players in the world. So what is the next kind of event for you, or what's kind of the next circuit of tournaments looking like for you at the moment?
Yeah, I'll break it down as best as I can. I know it definitely gets confusing for the average, player of Madden, and just even someone as your nature, someone who may be listening to this. So basically yesterday, I had the rights to compete to, represent our Raiders, and just so happened to be the 4th time I've done that. I won the game, but to get to that point, you basically have to qualify online. It's something anyone could do as long as you're above the age of 16. So, if you're out there listening to this, you could even get in on the action, but that's for another time, or I'll have some more details for you later. But, I qualified online to get to that point where basically yesterday I won the game. And now, I am the Madden 21 Raiders Club Series champion, which basically means as soon as all the 32 other teams are filled out, there will be a tournament for a total prize pool of $703,000 or something like that, with the first place getting $150,000, and more importantly, the bragging rights and the belt. And I actually did win one of these tournaments, the same exact one in Madden 19. So 2 years ago, I took down the gauntlet and I won and represented the Raiders. And obviously, I'm looking forward to trying to do that again. And the final 32 day is going to be sometime in January. And that's it for now. Basically, all the other teams have to fill out to get to that big, prestigious tournament.
So it sounds like, so essentially, if I break it down in like not normal, but if I break it down in kind of sports, a metaphor that I would understand, right? So you essentially won your conference tournament, right? Like you won the Pac-12 tourney, and now you're going to the big dance with the other 31 other teams, and where you guys are going to battle it out to be literally the best Madden player in the world?
Yeah, you could call it that for sure, because this is our biggest Madden tournament of the year. This is the tournament that, everyone is going to, get off the couch and lock in on the game, get the most reps in, and they're going to, go try hard mode, because there's the most money involved. I mean, you get to represent your favorite team. There's a lot of great things that come out of this tournament. And yeah, you could definitely say this tournament can represent, the best player of Madden 21.
So, Pavan, we've looked at, obviously we've seen all your stuff on social, and I think that's one part of this that's pretty cool, is that all of you guys and gals are so forward thinking, and you guys realize how important the social and the digital aspect of all this is. But I got like a very, very base level question for you. How do you decide whose jersey to wear when you compete?
Yeah. So basically, EA has it all set up and nice for us. They communicate with all the teams and do this and all do that. And honestly, it is a great question. I never really thought about this. They kind of just send it at random. Some teams will have, for example, either my first name or my last name on the back of the jersey, while, other teams, like, for example, I wore a Ruggs jersey yesterday. The year before that, I wore a Josh Jacobs jersey. The year I won, I was wearing a Derek Carr jersey. And then the year before that, I was also wearing a Derek Carr jersey. So it is kind of random. I know some teams, do the same thing as the Raiders. And then some other teams, get the player's name or whatever it may be stitched onto the back of the jersey. And I don't know if it's the team or if it's EA. I'm pretty sure EA sets all that up beforehand. And, there's a lot of scheduling and all that type of stuff that goes into that.
So I'm like I told you, I'm like a pretty recreational Madden player, and I wish that our guy Kyle was here on the call with us. He'll join us for the second part of the show, but he's very, very into all of the esports stuff. He's into the Madden, the Call of Duty, the Fortnite. I mean, you name it. Like I always joke, like he's our esports correspondent, right? He's our guy who is very, very much living in that world. And I think for me, when I kind of get the little reports back from him, one thing that I'm always blown away by are these streamers and these players, and they end up playing with like some really, really big time, like A-list type celebrities, whether they be athletes, whether they be actors, comedians, whatever it is. Who's like the most famous person you've played Madden with, whether it be on accident or this is someone who wanted to link up and play with you?
Honestly, I have plans on playing Maurice Hurst, our own Raiders DT, very soon, probably tonight or tomorrow. He hit me up after the win yesterday, so that'll be the biggest one today. I know I was supposed to play one time. Ocho Cinco kind of got an interaction with me, so this was in the Madden Bowl last year, which was basically the final tournament of Madden 20, and this was at the end of last year, probably I want to say May. And, the social media was doing really nice, as usual. Shout out to my guy Sahil. He helps me out big time with that. And, we got, like, perfect timing kind of moment. Ocho Cinco was watching the tournament, and my guy, fired off on the cannons and made a little graphic right away. And it was kind of challenging Ocho Cinco. Unfortunately, we never got that scheduled in, but he did respond to me saying to run it. And then I could also say Joe Mixon, I had the same type of experience with where, I was going to play him. But as of right now, I'm going to be playing Mo Hurst tomorrow. I may record that and maybe, upload that to YouTube. We'll see how that works out.
I like that very subtle flex of, me and Mo are just texting, Like that didn't escape me. That didn't escape me, Pavan. Don't you worry. But hey, man, do your like buddies still let you play Madden with them, or are you like permanently banned from that portion of the friend stuff?
My in real life buddies, they sometimes like challenge me, and so they know what's going on. I did play them a couple years back, and I'll just sometimes go over to the house, watch an NFL game, pop open some Madden, and just try to teach them here and there. Try to go very easy on them. But for the most part, I don't have there's no bans or nothing. They actually find it very cool, and anytime we're just kicking it down to play some Madden, and that's where it is with that.
So I'm glad that you brought up that at least you help your buddies out, right? Trying to get them a little bit better. And so I'm curious for like a dude like me, right, who's admittedly not very good at Madden, but I like to, I like to hang out, mess around with my buddies. What's something outside of just spending a lot of hours and really just getting in the weeds? Like, what's one thing I could do tonight if I wanted to be a better Madden player?
I definitely just say, I don't know if you're very familiar with Twitch. Twitch is a really, really amazing thing, and so is YouTube. You could just go on there for 10, 15 minutes, even 30 minutes before you go to sleep or whatever it may be, and just go watch the Madden. Whether it's a competitive streamer or just in general, just casual player, there's probably more than likely going to be very decent as well. Just go in there, observe the plays that people are running, and, kind of take notes or, even ask questions in the Twitch chat or the comment section of YouTube. I know myself, I've been trying to do that big time, as in, be full-blown with the YouTube and Twitch, and I've been doing a really good job with that. I have a series on YouTube called Tip Tuesday where, I just break down something that may be common knowledge for me that definitely for other people they just don't know, because it's, a lot of hidden info in the Madden scene.
Bigger playbook, you or Coach Gruden?
Say that again?
I said, who's got a bigger playbook, you or Gruden?
Oh, I got to go with Gruden, man. Gruden has, the Spider Y2 banana. He has everything that you could think of. And a funny story, in Madden, the Raiders playbook, Las Vegas playbook, even dating back to last year, the Oakland Raiders playbook, it's known as the best, the biggest, the most formation, single back, I form gun. Anything you can name, that playbook will probably have that play or formation. So, a lot of people in the Madden scene, they just love the Vegas playbook. And, I myself do not run it, but, whenever I do want to just have some fun and just, stream or something, I definitely like to run it because it's the Raiders, man.
Wait, hey, hang on, hold up a sec. So you're the Raiders guy and you don't even use the Gruden playbook? How does that work?
Yeah. So, for me, I've been running this formation for the past couple of years. It's called the Gun Bunch. If you're a competitive Madden player, or just even, watch Madden quite a bit, that Gun Bunch is probably like the most effective formation. It's what I've had a lot of success with, and it's a nice passing arsenal that, you could do a lot of things out of. And unfortunately, Gruden and the Vegas playbook has a great bunch in it, but just I need the most plays I can in that bunch formation. And, whenever the year starts, I always take a look and try to find the best plays that suit me. But trust me, I've ran that Vegas playbook multiple times, and I would even say if I didn't run this certain formation gun bunch, I would not. I would be in the Vegas playbook 100%.
I feel you, man. Just wrapping it up with our guy Pavan. And Pavan, question for you, man. I know that per Kyle, again, Kyle tells me that the rivalries in Madden between all these streamers, these gamers, like it's a real deal. And like I don't want to put you on the spot and say like, oh, you got beef with so and so, but like, is that true? Like, are there certain guys and girls that are like, yo, I gotta take this person down?
Yeah, there is definitely like everything. There's gonna be drama here and there. Madden scene, there isn't that much, but there is here and there. I don't particularly have beef with anyone besides, when I'm playing. And right now, I would say my only rival that, I have to beat anytime I match up with him is Joke. He is a very, very well-known player. And back in Madden 20 at the end of the year, I had made a Final Four in the Madden Bowl I was just talking about a little while back. And I matched up with Joke in this Final Four. And Joke ended up beating me, and he won the whole thing. So, if I feel like if I would have won, I would have had another championship next to me. But it goes back to also Madden 19, the Madden Club Series tournament, the tournament I won. We matched up in the Final 8, and I beat him. So we kind of go back and forth in these big games. And, it turns out that, one tournament I beat him, and I ended up winning the whole thing. In the tournament he beat me, he ended up winning the whole thing. So it's a good thing to look out for. And those things are definitely nice. And, it adds more depth into the game than just, I'm playing someone right now.
And dude, that's what a good rivalry is about, right? You can't beat them every single time. Like you need to have that healthy back and forth and kind of that competition, or else it's not a true rivalry. Well, hey, Pavan, man, we appreciate you coming out, kind of working your schedule around us. We really appreciate it. So before we get you out of here, man, tell all the people out there where they can find you, where they can watch you do your thing, and kind of what's next on the docket for you.
Okay, got you. So if you want to check me out, any social media handle, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, or YouTube, it's at Pavan Lakhat. I'll spell it out for you. PavanLakhat, no spaces. And from there, you can find, what I'm doing. I'm just working on a whole bunch of stuff every single day, whether it may be Madden, whether it may be in real life stuff. I'm just going to try to work very hard and balance a lot of things out to where I could be, a content creator and a competitive, competitor in these tournaments. And something really hasn't been done yet in the Madden scene, but I'm definitely trying to be one of the first. And just once more, shout out to Raider Nation. I know a lot of my following is from the Raiders, and I just want to say shout out to you guys. You guys make my job easier.
And we're looking at you January, you said, for the next tournament, right?
Yeah, I will have the specific date down somewhere, but it is going to be in January the next time I compete in the EA Madden NFL tournament. And that tournament is going to be for a lot of money. So, the stakes are high. It's going to be a lot of heated rivalries, a lot of capping back and forth. And if you're a fan of that, definitely tune into EA Madden NFL stream. And I'll make sure to get the word out whenever I get the final word.
I was going to say, make sure you relay that information to us, Pavan, when you get it, and so we can have the entire Raider Nation put their support behind you, and hopefully you come home with another championship belt. Well, Pavan Lakhat, man, we do appreciate your time so much. This was a lot of fun, man, and I learned a little bit. So take care of yourself, stay safe, stay healthy, and bring us home another W soon, huh? How about that?
Yeah, sounds great, man. Thank you very much.
Awesome, brother.